Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I once again forgot to loop the intro song. I'm sorry, but I hope everybody's doing great today for this extra early stream. Um, Hello, Tama. Hello, Master Failed. Hello, Fuzzball, my lovely mod. So you may be wondering, why are we having such an early stream? Well, the main reason is because tonight, none other than the Small Wolf and I are going to go have dinner with their pack at their family's den. So because of that, it was going to conflict with our normal streaming schedule. So I said, heck it, let's stream earlier in the day and let's see how that goes. Um, Partially because I really wanted to stream this game. It's super cute, and I think it'd be a fun, just chill time for a Friday afternoon. But yeah, Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Also, happy holidays to everyone out there. Or, fuck it. If you don't like any holidays, then enjoy your Friday. And if you're in the US, probably enjoy your federal day off. um, but yeah, so that's the plan. So I appreciate everybody coming out today. We are going to be playing. Hello, Mr. True 2 Electric Boogaloo. How you be? How be you? Um, and yes, Merry Christmas to all of you over in Europa. Um, is it more Christmassy than Slime Rancher? No, probably not. It's gonna be we're gonna be playing today. It's a game called Helltaker Second Circle. It is a fan-made visual novel slash dating sim about Helltaker, everybody's favorite demon waifu harem game. So these people got together and they made like a whole visual novel of this for free, mind you. You can be able to just download it from their website for free. They do say that if you want to give them money as a donation, then you can. Um, I got you, Tama. I don't know how you fancy Europeans work. I assume you celebrate, I don't know, Christmas in January or something. Um, but yeah, so that's the situation with that. I played a little bit of the game just to get a feel for it, and it's super cute. So we are going to be hopping into it, and we're going to be trying to date our favorite waifus, i.e., Cerberus, Justice, and Judgment. Those are our top three. So it should be fun. I haven't seen the Cerberus thing. I'm going to be doing my best to do voices for all the different characters and stuff. So hopefully y'all have fun with it. So what is on the agenda for tonight? Well, first of all, gender is a social construct. And secondly, we are going to hop on over to another part of the throne room to get this show on the road. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh my god, we're gonna go back. I forgot something. If you haven't seen so already, none other than the smallest, cutest wolf ever, Graf Yukiko, got a Christmas art piece commissioned of Yuko and I together as Yuko as Christmas Artoria and myself as Christmas Nero. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. It's super cute. Look at that happy little wolf with their little present. Apparently, the present is a pipe bomb covered in anthrax, but that's beside the point. And there's me carrying my trusty sack full of spines, hard earned, collected over the year. Lots of hugs given, many spines harvested for my sack. But yeah, so I hope you all like it. I think it's just the cutest thing ever. I'm so thankful for my little wolf for getting it, and of course, I'm always happy to be a part of any artwork with my small wolf because I love them so much. I'm so happy to have them in my life. Also, hello, Ethereal Koala. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I didn't say that earlier. So there we go. Now we can hop on over to another part of the throne room. Oh my god, Fuzzball, you degen. Hello, Wolkie. Apparently Fuzzball likes that navel. He is contemplating my navel. So, all right, let's get this game on the road. If the volume is correct. If the volume's too loud or too quiet, please let me know. I will not know otherwise. That looks so cute. I'm glad you liked it. So here is our harem in waiting, being adorable. Right? I just want to dance for a second. This game also has a slamming soundtrack to it. Info looks at pictures of hand holding. Scandalous. Alright. Get new game. It has been a full year since you escaped from hell, bringing with you a staunch harem of terrible demon women. Pandemonica, the sadistic workaholic with a penchant for coffee. Medeus, a demon of lust with personal space issues. Cerberus, 3 excitable demons with adorably macabre goals. I love that they're petting each other. That is just too cute. And look at their little ear twitches. Melina, a staunch believer in the curative powers of alcohol and strategy games, constantly tormented by, also, I feel like Melina is me at my core. Alcohol and strategy games. By the way, this top is fucking hot on Zadra. Or Zadrada. It's like, that's just hot. Her sister Zadrada, a demon with severe authority problems and daddy issues. Hello, Hector. Welcome, welcome. Azazel, a self-proclaimed angel from heaven, moonlighting amongst the demons to complete a research paper. Justice, an easygoing demon just out to live life to the fullest. Judgment, a protege of Justice, high-strung warden of hell. Hello, Hammer. You too are an adorable, sweet being. Welcome, welcome. And Lucifer, the queen of hell with a soft spot for chocolate pancakes. Speaking of... Can drink some Wawa? There we go. And just like that, bon appetit. Teiko, you really must clean out the refrigerator. Look at it, there are flies everywhere. I'll do it later. You'd better. Hello, Ryan. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'll do your pog jam. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I know how much it means for me to do this every stream. So I want you to know, Ryan, that I'm just saying what we've all been thinking. And that's that you, Ryan, yes, you are my little pog jam. And there's nothing that can change that. There you go, Ryan. Yeah, I'm hoping, what's her name? I'm hoping Beelzebub is also in this game. You'd better. First one's for you, as per our agreement. I can hardly wait to taste what you've cooked up this time. Up. The Queen of Hell takes a dainty bite of the neatly rolled up pancake. Incredible, I must admit. I've never thought of mixing marmalade and chocolate, but it's just so. Glad it's a hit. I'll write down the recipe so we can enjoy it again sometime. I'll handle it. You keep the pancakes coming. Right. You know, I'm surprised. What about? You, us, and, well, us. You know, I've kind of assumed you'd be a lot more forward with the whole harem thing. What do you mean? We've all been living under the same roof for over a year now, and yet not a single sin orgy has occurred over the course of that time. The other girls are getting impatient, you know. You might want to take some time out of your day to try and make yourself a part of theirs. If you're interested in keeping this whole show running, that is. Like a date or something? Or something. And so, it's so though once you've conquered hell, it seems the stage is set for an even greater challenge. Domestic dates with demon girls. Hey, if you're done with your internal monologue, you've still got more pancakes to make. Chop chop. Of course. 20 minutes of professional griddling later, you emerge from the kitchen ready to continue your day. Now who do I talk to first? Of course we're doing Cerberus. Obviously. My favorite waifus. There's Pandemonica, Judgment, Her, Justice, Azazel, Zadreda, Melina, Cerberus! Sin orgies sound fun. They do. Could you imagine? Well, I can imagine. I've seen the NSFW art, but could you imagine a sin orgy with all of the cute demon waifus here? That's what I call content. Out of the way! One second. God damn. Camera is crazy desyncing. There we go. A black and white blur attempts to shoot past you into the living room, only to stop halfway through the doorway. The shape resolves into 3 young women with white hair, all stuck cartoonishly within the doorframe, and madly scrambling over one another in attempt to get free. A piece of rolled up pancake oozing chocolate pokes out of the corner of one of their mouths. Noticing your gaze, the other 2 quickly position themselves in front of their 3rd member as best they can, shielding her from your view. Oh, Master, we were just on our way to, go outside and play, yeah. You were? After Judgment grounded you for what you did to the mailman? We were only doing what Medea suggested. She always comes up with the best games. Look at they're so cute when they're bashful. I've warned you before about taking Medea's advice when it comes to human. Speaking of, I've received a call from the hospital. It seems the mailman's pelvis is healing quite nicely, and once we finish paying his rehab bills, he won't be pressing any further charges. Oh, that's great, Master! Now if you wouldn't mind helping us out. A furious voice echoes from the kitchen, cutting Cerberus off mid-sentence. What the hell happened in here? Where are my pancakes? Oh. Hello, Sam. Salmon the Sonic. Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you. Welcome to the stream. You wish you had a Christmas GF. Oh, don't we all? Hector, hopefully your computer resolves its malarkey. We've got plenty more Obsidia stream for this. Nani is happening. We're playing Helltaker's Second Circle, the Helltaker dating sim visual novel. There's paw prints all over the counter. Where is that thrice-blasted good-for-nothing mongrel Cerberus? Cerberus cringes at the sound and renews her attempts to free herself from her predicament. Oh crap, she's really, really angry, Master. Now would be a really good time to go for our daily walk. Well, sure, why not? I love Cerberus. I will always take them for walkies. I suppose I could use a little fresh air. Yay! Quickly now! Go, 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 go! Before she sees us! Aha! There you are! Cerberus's eyes go blank in immortal terror, but she manages to free herself from the doorway slamming the door behind her. That cartoonish scampering sound. You and Cerberus make a mad dash for the bus stop and catch one just in the nick of time. Whew, that was a close one. Yeah, we thought we were done for sure.
You might still be. Lucifer rarely forgives and never forgets. You should have stolen one of Justice's pancakes. She's usually the one who indulges your pranks.
Yeah, but there's no danger in that. And therefore, no fun. It's not our fault you and Lucy go halvesies on that huge stick you've got shoved up your ass.
Watch it. We can still jump off this bus.
That seems to sober them up. So, where are we going?
I hadn't really thought about it. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Ooh, we love surprises. The three of them spend the duration of the ride clustered around the window, eagerly and energetically commenting on everything they can see. After a short while, you arrive at the destination. I don't know, Master Fail. It seems like they're a bit of both.
All right, here we are.
This is a park.
Sure, it should be a safe distance away from the house. We'll wait out Lucifer's temper here.
Oh my gosh, we haven't been here in days. Do you know how long that is in Cerberus years?
You're not certain of the exact conversion rates, but it seems safe to assume lots of zeros are involved.
Come on, let's go. We want to play.
As you all exit, Cerberus's bodies come tumbling head over heels from the bus. Your irrepressible excitement, not about to let something like patience or demeanor get in between her and the open expanse of grass surrounding you. Second. Scan. Okay.
Park! Yay!
Cerberus madly dashes to and from the park, sniffing trees, uprooting plants, and chasing squirrels up trees. With some relief, you notice she still hasn't quite figured out how to climb up after them. Her collective energy never ceases to amaze me. The park is relatively empty with no other humans in sight, a blessing where Cerberus is involved, as it means you don't have to intervene on any of her activities to save innocent civilians. Guess who's awesome and cute Obsidia is? Oh, you're sweet, Hammer. In fact, she seems perfectly happy to be left to her own devices. Until...
Master! There's a weird-smelling person over there. They've got a creepy cloak and everything.
You can just make out the figure lounging in the shade of an old birch tree some 50 yards away. They're probably just taking their dog out for a walk. Best leave them... Oh, they're probably just taking their dog out for a walk. Best leave them to it.
Okay, but we'll keep an eye on them for you, okay?
I'm not worried. Cerberus continues to frolic in the grass, but keeps one pair of her 3 sets of eyes on the cloaked figure, until the stranger seems to catch the hint and retreats into the recesses of the trees. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to, close this just so I can look at that. As the sun reaches its zenith, standing in its full light becomes uncomfortably warm. You sit down under the obligingly shady branches of an elm and are eventually joined by a thoroughly exhausted Cerberus. Is that the wrong button? Oh. Hide message. Look at them! They're so cute! They're just all tuckered out. Just a couple snoozy doggos. Talk about a dog pile. I love it. They're so cute. Okay. Triple the heads, triple the pats. 100% true. Okay. All 3 bodies curl up in a pile next to you, and the soft sounds of their snoring are almost sweet enough to give you diabetes. Your hand wanders from head to head, gently petting Cerberus's sleek white hair as she dozes. You let yourself relax, and the warm summer air slowly lulls you to sleep. You awake to a slight tickling feeling on your right hip. Eyes still closed, you wonder if some small creature perhaps crawled into your pocket while you slept and was now trying to find its way out. Squatting next to you, with their shrouded eyes laser focused on their task, the cloaked stranger from earlier delicately works your wallet even further out of your pocket, their gloved, long-fingered hands tickling your thigh with their subtle movement. They are focused on removing your wallet. They don't even notice your strong fingers until you've wrapped them around the arm, currently fishing around in your pocket. Hold up, let's take things nice and slowly here. Maybe you buy me dinner first? Damnations! In a blur of speed, her free arm shoots across your body, pressing a knife lightly against the base of your throat. I really hate doing things this way. I'm going to take what I came for. Just relax. There's no need to make a scene here. Wait just a minute. The knife presses a little more firmly into your neck. I don't recall asking for your opinion. Just your wallet. You're suddenly filled with an overwhelming desire to let this mysterious mugger have your wallet. Slowly, carefully, not to antagonize the hand pressing a sharp blade in your neck, you release your fingers from the stranger's arm. As the stranger extracts your wallet, a small hand flashes out to hold their arm in a vice-like grip. You look down at Cerberus, her eyes blazing, holding the would-be mugger's knife arm with fury blazing in her scarlet eyes. Steadily, she forces the mugger's hand away from your neck, her other two bodies crouched, ready to leap into action if needed. Look it, Cerberus is angry. Mr. Stranger, I'm afraid you just messed with the wrong guy. Yes, Master Taker, he's nice enough, but us, we really don't like people waltzing in and taking what isn't theirs. Especially when they look as creepy as you do and smell so... Her eyes narrowed, focused and intent on the still hooded figure. The two bodies not currently holding on to the mugger stiffen and sniffed the air intently. Oh my god, hello Nor, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 300 bits. Happy holiday, little kitty. For those of you who don't know, Nor is an adorable little kitty boy VTuber who plays lots of rhythm games and Persona games and is a longtime friend at the channel and is a total sweetie. Be sure to go check him out and give him a follow. How you doing tonight, or doing today, Nor? I'm so used to saying night in these streams. Hold on. Sniff, sniff. Wait, Nor. Sniff, sniff. Oh my god, they've gone super angry. With a sudden howl of fury, ow! All three of Cerberus's bodies pounce on the stranger, knocking them backwards and onto the ground. Ow! Hey, stop it! Ow! Get out of here! And if I even smell your asses close as 3 blocks to my house, I'll kick you straight back to the void myself. Understand? This isn't over, mutt. Cerberus roars again, and the stranger bids a hasty retreat into the lengthening shadows of the park. You and Cerberus watch as the stranger vanishes into the darkness. Of course, it's another demonic symbol. It's gotta be 4 demon waifus around. Turning to you as if nothing had just happened, Cerberus beams a sunny smile directly in your face. Good thing you remember to apply your triple strength SPF adorable before you left the house. Oh my god, that is the cutest phrase ever. Taking a trip to a family's house? Oh, awesome, Nor. I hope you have a great day with your family and a safe trip. Do you guys need some triple strength SPF adorable? I know I do whenever I see little Yuko hiding in their blanket burrito. Can we go home soon? I'm hungry. In a moment. First, though, what exactly was all that about? What was what all about? What just happened back there? Did you know that person who tried to mug me? What? Don't be crazy. This is definitely the first time we've seen her. Oh, hello, Olivia. Thank you for the lurk. For those of you who don't know, Olivia is an adorable, I'm spelling that correctly, is an adorable vampire VTuber turned demon VTuber named Sasha. She predominantly streams retro games and Dungeons and Dragons online. Be sure to check her out. She also has the best voice in all of Twitch. Gabriel, they didn't used to have blinking eyes. Oh, neat. Absolutely. 100%.
Her? I couldn't tell it was a woman from voice alone.
Well,
Perhaps it's better to let sleeping dogs lie, or lying dogs sleep, as the case may be.
oh, we've got a Nya redeem. Alrighty then. You know what that means. Paws are up, side to side. You know what that means. It's kitty time. Nya. 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 There you go. The little kitty Nyas from me to you. Oh, I also have to shout out Tamatobe, since the stream has now started. There we go. Tama is our favorite little kitty girl and the creator of Small Cydia. Be sure to check her out. I gotta go because I might cut off the stream. I'm using my phone. Oh, okay. I got it, Nor. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the Nya. And I hope you have a great day with your family, Nor.
Regardless, I'm very grateful that you protected me, Cerberus. Thank you.
Of course, Master. Who else would make us pancakes if you got hurt?
Good behavior deserves positive reinforcement. I think a reward of some sort is in order.
Yay! Now we get outside privileges at night, right?
A sudden image flashes before your eyes. The town burning to the ground, while Cerberus and Zadrada, high as kites, loot flaming appliances from shattered storm fronts. No. But I will stop by the store on the way back home and refill our baking ingredients. We'll do some stealth baking, and then you can give Lucifer some almond cookies as a peace offering deal.
Deal!
Cerberus is odd and exhausting, but her happiness is delightfully infectious. Maybe I should take them out more often. Once those demons discover restaurants with breakfast, the harem is over. Well, the problem is, what are they going to pay for all these restaurants? Are they just going to bamboozle them? Let's take Judgment out next. First date, Judgment. One day as you're hanging out around the house, you come to the realization you've seen very little of Judgment since she moved in. No sooner did this thought occur to you, however, than you happen to come upon the demon in the living room. She's sitting by the window with her back turned to you. It's clear she doesn't notice you right away. Thinking that there must be something on the windowsill that has captured her attention, you decide to creep up closer to get a better look at whatever it is that has her so enthralled. Then as you draw near, you catch a glimpse of the object of her admiration, a tiny caterpillar. You step even closer and surprised to find that Judgment is trying to corral the creature into the palm of her gauntlet. Sadly, the insect, seemingly put off by the feel of the metal, resists her endeavors. You wonder for a moment why Judgment doesn't simply scoop the thing up, but then it occurs to you that she's fearful she might hurt it if she were to do so. Only then do you decide to alert the demon to your presence. Eep! At once the demon leaps to her feet and spins to face you, blushing profusely. She wears the expression of someone who is caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak. I like that she blushes like bright white. Mortal! You startled me! Sorry about that. I just wanted to see what you were doing over there, or over here. Oh, I have discovered an intruder! An intruder? You mean the caterpillar? Indeed! We must dispose of it swiftly! I suppose so. Here, let me take care of it. Judgment steps aside and you approach the windowsill as you bend over to scoop the caterpillar up into your hand.
you hear a small gasp at your back. Peering over your shoulder, you see Judgment staring intently back at you. Well, what are you waiting for, mortal? Dispose of the trespasser! With a nod, you scoop the creature up in your hand and hold it aloft. I think I'm just gonna put this little fella out into the garden. A look of relief flashes over Judgment's expression. Oh? I mean... Do you think that wise, fool? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. You turn and make your way for the back door. Judgment follows you all the way up until you venture out into the garden. As you deposit the caterpillar onto a bush, you look up to see the demon watching you from the window. Something about the look on her face strikes you as odd. Second. Sorry, I was just checking something real quick. Perhaps it is that you've never seen the demon look quite so vulnerable before. Before you can fully comprehend the matter, however, your eyes meet and her expression melts away before your eyes. You make your way inside only to find yourself accosted at once by Judgment. Hey, Michael, welcome, welcome. Yep, demons like cute stuff. It's a certified fact. Oh my god, it's the Demon Daddy manager himself. Alistair Portal here, the famous DM of the premier VTuber D&D group, Waifus and Warriors, which is going to be hopefully back to streaming in the new year. The holidays plus familial issues have proven to be disastrous for scheduling our streams, but thank you for coming by, Alistair. And I know you're not new to the channel, but hello! Also, if you ever go into Alistair's streams, be sure to call him Daddy. He loves it, and try to say it as seductively as possible via typing. How could you just allow that creature to escape, mortal? It was probably lost in the first place. Caterpillars typically don't like the indoors all too much. Oh, you've been actually doing a lot of prepping new maps? Well, hopefully we manage to avoid them all by doing things not even you can suspect. Ha 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 ha! Very well. What if it had done you harm, then? What, that little guy? Now, caterpillars are harmless. They don't really become a nuisance until they're turned into butterflies and get their wings. Not again, not this time. Wings? Yeah, once those guys start flying around, they can be a bit of a nuisance, chewing holes in your cloths and drapes and such. Or maybe I'm thinking of moths. Oh, hello, Umbra. Welcome to the stream. Underbed Umbra, a monster VTuber. Very cute, very sweet. The number one question, Alistair, for when we pick up is, well, will Dandy still love Rin now that she's unlocked her true identity? And also, will Rin still love Dandy? That is the question. Because Dandy won't be Dandy anymore, and who knows how Rin will feel about this new person in her body. Moth's demon, same thing. Just look at me, a cat demon Nikomata with an airship. Also, ahoy! Hello, Fabio! Oh no, sorry, not Fabio. Hello, Matt! I always forget that you're Captain and Prince. Welcome, Captain Matt. Happy to have half of the incredible gay duo of Captain and Prince Fabio and Captain Matt. Adorable little gay couple. Be sure to check them out. Everyone here also is a streamer or what? No, just many people I know are streamers. Hello, Always Sad. Welcome to the channel. Hello, AP Crew. AP Crew and specifically Cross, the VTuber member of them, who are longtime friends of the channel. Oh, we're both here. Thank you for the shout out. Well, for everybody who's new to the stream right now, we are playing Helltaker Second Circle, which is the Helltaker fan-made visual novel dating sim. We just did our first date with Cerberus, which was adorable. And now we're doing our first date with Judgment. What is the meaning of this, Taker? What more can you tell me of these creatures?
Well, you see, come to think of it, I don't actually know all that much about butterflies. They very well could be dangerous for all I know. How about this? There's a butterfly conservatory that just opened up nearby. What do you say we go there and we can both learn a little bit more about these enemies of ours?
Judgment cheeks redden at your suggestion. She looks shyly to the side and you can see her seriously contemplating your offer. Yes, mortal, I think this would be satisfactory. Yeah, if you guys are interested in this, in the Helltaker visual novel, it is free. You can download it over on their website. I will link it. I can go link it right now. A second. Obsidia. All right. Helltaker Second Circle. I just love this. I love the soundtrack to this game. All right. If you're interested in getting a copy for yourself, go to that link. It is in fact free. You can donate money to them if you want to help build towards their project. But yeah, Helltaker, the visual novel. Just give me 1 second to go back into the right tab. Yeah, I plan on giving them some money after the stream, since I think this game is really cool. This is definitely not a date. When the afternoon rolls around, you decide to call the conservatory in advance to see if they offer tours. Much to your delight, they do, so you book a tour and approach the demon regarding your date at the conservatory. Thinking it might be a nice surprise, you decide to keep the tour a secret. Well, for now.
Ready to go?
Fool, I was born ready!
I love Judgment. She's so fucking chooty. It's like hilarious.
Without further ado, you load up into the car and head down to the park, where you're greeted by the sight of the conservatory looming over the grassy knolls. As you approach the giant glassy building, you're met by a young man at the door. From the logo on his polo shirt, you can see that he's one of the conservatory's tour guides.
Hello, you must be my late afternoon tour. That's us.
Tour? Look at her fucking face. That's peak Chuny face right there. What's this man talking about, Taker?
I went ahead and called in advance to book a tour for us. Since they know more about butterflies than we do, I thought going on a tour would be the best way for us both to learn.
At this, color rushes into Judgment's face. Oh. Yes, that sounds wonderful, actually. Thank you. The sudden sincerity in Judgment's voice takes you off guard. Before you can process what you just heard, the tour guide claps his hands together, drawing your attention.
Excellent! Now let's head inside, shall we?
Can I eat them? Please don't eat butterflies. Butterflies are A, very cute, very pretty, and B, are also important pollinators. So please don't eat the butterflies. I absolutely love butterflies, to be honest. I think they're so pretty. I once saved a butterfly's life at a butterfly conservatory. It was one of the things where you walk through the area and there's all the little butterflies flapping about. They like can land on you and just live their little butterfly lives. And there's like what's it called? And there's like kind of like airlock doors where there's so that the butterflies don't escape into just nature. But unfortunately, one of the butterflies got stuck in the little airlock area between the butterfly pavilion and the outside world. So I spent about 20 minutes
trying to rescue that little butterfly, and eventually I was able to get it to rest on my finger, and I went back into the pavilion and gave it a little blow of air, and it fluttered back away to go live in its little home. So there you go. I love butterflies, and you know, I don't like believe in hurting any animal in real life. And if I can, I will always try and, you know, help the animal just find somewhere else to be rather than mess around in my business. I'm a butterfly hero. I hope that it had lots of very cute caterpillars that grew up to be big, strong, majestic butterflies. With the young man leading the way, you and Judgment make your way into the conservatory. First, you stop inside of a large welcome room. Before we get started, I'm going to have to ask you to remove your, gloves? I'm afraid we don't allow weapons or weapon-like objects inside the conservatory. We offer lockers here for temporary storage, so I can assure you that they will be well looked after. At first, you fear the Judgment will envelop the poor man in her chains and throttle him until he relents. Instead, Judgment nods and removes her gauntlets. She hands them off to a front desk worker who nearly buckles under the weight. Yeah, I do the same thing, Matt. Like, I am deathly afraid of spiders, but I will never kill a spider because I'm afraid of them. That's not fair to anyone. So instead, I overcome my great fears to at least get them scooped into a glass, and then I release them outside. Now we can hold hands, ooh woo. With that matter taken care of, the tour guide leads you into the spacious conservatory room at large where the butterflies are free to linger about all over. As you pass through the great glass double doors, you wonder about the sudden appearance of this soft-spoken side of Judgment that you've never seen before. Though peculiar and vastly different from the first impression you got from her down in hell, you find yourself excited at the opportunity to learn more about this more gentle facet of her personality. You smile as you watch the demoness bend down to examine a caterpillar on a leaf. Tell me, boy, how long does it take for these creatures to become airborne? With a sigh, you realize that for whatever reason, Judgment's more gentle side is very deep. You're pleased to see that the tour guide seems unfazed by the demon's sudden outburst. Well, the typical metamorphosis cycle occurs over the course of 30 days. Some species vary from that number by a couple of days or so, but generally speaking, it takes about a month for a caterpillar to turn into a butterfly. A month? That does not give us much time to prepare, mortal! What do they eat, usually? That's a good question. Actually, for the most part, a caterpillar's diet consists entirely of plant matter. After they undergo metamorphosis, however, their food choice changes depending on the species. Most butterflies eat plant nectar, but others may choose to feed on things like tree sap, fruit, or even decaying animal matter. So they are meat eaters! Some of them are, yes, but most butterflies have quite the sweet tooth. If you wanted to feed them yourself, you could put out a plate of chopped fruit, or even put a simple solution of sugar and water is enough to get their attention. Would you like to feed one? Tsundere mode. Yes, please. At this, the young man reaches for a squeeze bottle that he keeps on his belt. He then takes Judgment's hand, dabs some of the liquid onto her palm, and prompts her to hold her arm aloft. In no time, a butterfly lands right onto the demon's hand and begins to lap at the sugary substance with its narrow tongue. It tickles! It does a little, doesn't it? Would you like to try too, sir? I would. This is my favorite picture. The look of raw surprise on Judgment's face. It's priceless.
over there just vibing. The man pours some of the sugar water onto your palm as well, and soon enough you too have attracted the attention of a couple hungry butterflies. Sorry. Baker is definitely complimenting chowing down, contemplating chowing down. As Judgment stares intently at the creatures fluttering about her palm, you find that your attention is on her instead.
Holy cow! Your penis is gigantic! Gigantic! Your penis is literally the biggest thing within the tri-state area.
I love this
Your
sound.
penis is bigger than a small elephant. It's bigger than, like, a
Holy
tree.
cow!
A big
Your
old tree.
penis is enormous.
Lots
Or
of
your
branches
penis
on
is
your
gigantic.
penis.
Gigantic.
You must wake up every
Your
morning
penis is
and thank
literally
the
the
good
biggest
Lord
thing in the
above.
tri-state area.
You're truly
Your
blessed.
penis is bigger than a small
Congrats.
elephant. Your penis is bigger than, like, a tree. A big old tree. Lots of branches on your penis. You must wake up every morning and give thanks to the good Lord above. You're truly blessed. Congrats. I love that sound word. I made it cheaper because, frankly, I wanted to hear it more. Ooh woo. It's hard to believe that the same demon who once tried to trap you for an eternity of torment in hell. Lot of branches for the butterflies to land on your penis. If you put a little on the tip of your finger and draw a line down the bridge of your nose, you might even get one to land there. As I understand, doing that makes for a great photo opportunity. Like this? Before the tour guide can answer, a butterfly lands right on Judgment's face, startling the demon. Ah! The three of you share a round of laughter before carrying on with the tour. Before you're quite ready for it to end, the tour concludes and you and Judgment return to the waiting area to retrieve her gloves. Just before you leave the conservatory area, you hear a tiny crunch, followed by a gasp of anguish. You turn around at once to see Judgment kneeling on the ground. Upon closer inspection, you notice a tiny, mangled caterpillar body laying on the path. A few tears fall onto the concrete next to it, and you're privy to the unmistakable sound of sniffling. Oh no. Hey, Judgment. Before you can say anything else, Judgment stands. In spite of the tears in her eyes, her jaw is set. Whatever it is you saw in her expression earlier is gone. Now you can only see the High Prosecutor of Hell standing before you. Foolish creature. Let that be a warning to all of your kind who think it wise to cross me, for I am Judgment, the High Prosecutor of Hell. At this, Judgment brushes past you on her way to retrieve her belongings. Sadly, all you can do is watch as the demon dons her gauntlets and sets her sight on the doors. You follow, and soon the two of you are in the car with your sights set on home. After a silent and somber drive, you arrive at your front door. Judgment's quick to get out of the car. Thank you for today, mortal. It was enjoyable. Though her eyes are still red from her tears, you decide to say nothing of the caterpillar. I'm glad you had a good time, Judgment. Perhaps we can do it again sometime. Perhaps. And with that, the demon turns and hurries into the house. You follow, but catch no sign of her anywhere. Only the sound of a slamming door meets your ears. For the rest of the day, Judgment's door remains closed, with no sight of the demon within. All right, our next first date. We're going to do we're going to do Justice, and then we're going to roll back to Cerberus for our second date to see if we can get it. Early one morning, you find yourself yanked out of a deep sleep by some ruckus coming from the hallway. Groggily, you turn over to peer at your window. Through the gap between the curtains, you can see the auburn sunrise lurking just beyond the sunrise. Or, I don't know. I misread that.
The morning has only just begun. Thinking that you'll get some more sleep and wake up at a more reasonable hour, you close your eyes. But as soon as you do, the noise continues with vigor, a loud thumping that echoes through the walls. With a groan, you rise from your bed and slip into the hallway. There you're able to discern that the sound is coming from Justice's room. You approach her door and knock. Yeah, fuck Loremaster. Come in! As the door swings open, you look at the demon's bed only to find it empty. Instead, Justice is on the floor doing crunches. Hey, Cygnus! Welcome, welcome! You came just in time for our third first date of the stream. She pauses as you enter and sniffs at the air. Yo, Taker! Good morning! Morning. How did you know it was me? Oh, that? Psh, easy. Unlike the others, you don't reek of brimstone. You can tell us apart by smell? Most of the time. At this revelation, you stop to ponder the implications, only to find yourself distracted by the fact that Judgment has resumed her workout. Not even this measly conversation can slow her down. Even as she speaks, she's hammering out rep after rep, counting each under her breath. Anyway, 9, 10, how's it going? You're 11, 12, 13, up earlier than usual. Yeah, about that. All of a sudden, the demon, finished with her crunches, jumps to her feet and begins to stretch in preparation for her next exercise. I must have woken you. Oh, sorry about that. I was hoping to get my sets in just before breakfast. Justice, breakfast won't be ready for another couple of hours. Oh, really? Huh. Looks like I misjudged the time. Oh, well, might as well get it done now since I'm up. Alright, but could you at least try to keep it down a little? Most of us are trying to get a couple more hours of sleep. I'll do my best, Chief, but I make no promises. I'm all finished up with my warm-up, now I'm going to be moving on to the difficult stuff. The difficult stuff? Yeah, elevated push-ups, sideways planks, chin-ups, burpees, that sort of thing, you know? Burpees? Are you out of your mind? We're on the second floor! Do you have any idea how much noise that's going to make? You could wake up Cerberus doing that. Once she's up, it'll be impossible for the rest of us to get any sleep. You know how much energy she has in the morning. Oh yeah, that's a fair point. But what else am I supposed to do? Have you considered actually going to a gym? Gym could be fun. Do you know any good ones? Well, Oh, come on. You must know the best places, right? Or do you mean to tell me that you were just born with arms the size of tree trunks, And before you ask me how I know, Modea's told me. In a desperate attempt to ignore the rising warmth in your cheeks, you cast your mind back to a time in which you did frequent the gym. It's been some time since your last visit, but you figure that now is as good a time as any to go back. Alright, you're gonna want a towel, some clothes, and some clothes you don't mind sweating in, and a water bottle. Hell yeah, we're going now? We are. Unless that is, you'd rather wait. No way, man, I'm in! Helltaker is built like a brick house, that's true. Then, without further ado, Justice ushers you out of her room so that she can gather her things and change. You take the opportunity to slip across the hall and into your own room, where you find yourself looking longingly at your bed. Rather than give in to your desire to sleep, however, you dig your old workout equipment out of your closet and throw on a t-shirt and a set of gym shorts.
As you head towards the door, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and just wonder what it is you've gotten yourself into. After getting ready to hit the gym, you step out in the hallway and are met with the sight of Justice walking towards you. Also, he is thick boy, extra thick. Also, just as a point of context, Justice is wearing a sports bra, and her boobs are still that big. All I'm saying is, Justice be hella thick. Practically bouncing on her heels with excitement, she grabs your arms as soon as you're within reach, so you can lead the way down the stairs into the car. Bathed in the glow of the early morning sun, you and Justice load up in the car and make your way into town. A short while later, you arrive at the gym. The large sign over the door reads Mount Olympus. Not only is this your favorite gym, but it also just happens to be the closest one to your house. Second. Well, scrolling and rolling. I turned off the repeat bot for what's it called? For YouTube, so I was just scrolling by to make sure there hadn't been any YouTube messages. Through the tall glass walls, you can see that morning crowd is in the middle of their workout, so you and Justice get out of the car and head inside. With the demoness gripping onto your forearm for guidance, you approach the desk and retrieve a couple of membership forms. You fill out a renewal for yourself before assisting an overzealous Justice with her own. Then the two of you hit your respective locker rooms to drop off your bags. You reconvene at the squat rack, and this is where we come to my favorite artwork so far out of the dates I've been on. Are you certain you want to start here? Look at those fucking abs. Just a brief second to look at Justice's abs. This bitch be thick. Yeah. Need any cheese grated? Oh yeah, I just click. Oh, without a doubt. I'm thinking 7 sets, 13 reps each, and let's say 133 pounds. Pardon? Yeah, I know it's a little on the low side, but I'm still feeling a little stiff and out of practice, so I thought a warm-up like that would be a good place to start. What do you say? I say, give me a minute to load up the weight and I'll spot you. And with that, you set to work loading up the bar. Although you've never seen a gym that has weights in increments of 3, you find yourself too focused on hauling them over to the bar to really think too much of the matter. After everything is all set up, you help Justice into position. And here we go. The single best piece of artwork so far in this game. Squatting Justice. Look at that booty. I came looking for booty. Also, that is way more than 133 pounds. Oh, I just noticed her gloves say High Prosecutor Justice. I did not notice that before. So if you need one takeaway, sorry. If you need one takeaway why you should be getting this game, it's this picture. Ah! Oh, we've got the redeemed for Obsidian, her truly most powerful form. This is what the people wanted, so here we go. Let there be small Cydia. Those weights are cartoonishly big. That back. That everything. I'm sorry, boys. This is what peak performance looks like. Her first couple reps look a bit uneasy, so you carefully spot her progress. After the first few, however, the demoness begins to find her rhythm. Soon she's hammering out squats with impeccable form before your very eyes. Justice finishes her sets without so much as breaking a sweat. How's it looking so far?
Everything looks good from here. I bet it does. And here we go, Justice catching on. I meant my reps. As she bends down to pick up the bar again, Justice looks over her shoulder at you and winks. Hell fucking yeah! This is why Justice is a top-tier waifu. Fortunately, you're saved the embarrassment of having to stammer out a reply by the fact that the demon has returned her attention to the workout. I'm glad you like Small City, Koala. I'm gonna put some skulls in her eyes for you. For those of you who don't know, Small City was created by none other than Tamatobe, our favorite little kitty girl. Justice knocks out her remaining 6 sets with ease. That is a lot of sets and reps. I'm just thinking about that from like me going to the gym, and that is a shit ton of squats. It's like I don't go like super hardcore because I'm not obviously nearly as strong as Justice. I do like 4 sets of 5 reps of like 60 pounds each, and you know that's a lot to me. But fucking Justice over here, 7 sets of 13 reps of 133 pounds. As she is dabbing at the sweat which has begun to glaze her arms and forehead, she turns to you. All right, your turn. I've never done, will never do too much. What are you feeling? I think I'll keep the weight, but I'm going to tone the sets and reps down a notch to 3 sets, 7 reps. Sounds good to me, man. You do what makes you comfortable. At this, you trade places at the squat rack. Justice places her hands on your hips to get into position to spot you. Then with a brief thumbs up in your direction, you begin your first set. Admittedly, your progress isn't nearly as effortless as Justice's was, but you remind yourself that not only has it been a while, but you're also not a literal demon from hell, and so you persevere. You manage your first set fairly well and finish your second much in the same way. On the third, however, you feel your legs begin to shake as though they're ready to give up. Feeling you begin to waver, Justice squeezes your hips. Come on, man, you can do this! You've only got 4 more reps to go! With Justice egging you on, you power through the last of your squats. As you return the bar to its rightful place, Justice meets you with a triumphant high five. You killed it, man! Through your panting, you can't manage to reply. Now, what's next? Hager. You set your sights on the next machine, and the rest of your time at the gym passes by in much the same way as it did at the squat rack. At each station, Justice breezes through her sets before helping you through your own. By the time you're on your last few machines, the demoness is practically glowing, while you feel like just a step above a puddle on the floor. In spite of this exhaustion, however, adrenaline is pumping through your body and you feel better than you have in a long time. You find that you can't remember why you even stopped exercising in the first place. That is actually, like, a legit feeling when you start going to the gym. Like, you'll feel so, like, it'll suck, but you'll feel so good about yourself, and you'll be like, why don't I do this all the time? Because it makes you feel just so good about yourself. Sadly, your elation proves to be your downfall. In your zeal, you overdo it with the weight at the pull-down machine and end up going a bit too far. It's only when pain shoots through the muscles of your back and shoulders that you realize what you've done. Ah! Whoa! That didn't sound good. Are you alright? Justice helps you detangle from the machine and prompts you to take a seat on a nearby bench. I'm good. I just, overdid it a bit. May I? Go right ahead. The demon feels around for the muscles of your back and winces when she comes upon the point of pain. Ooh, yeah, you really did a number on yourself there, Chief. Why don't we take it easy for a sec? Have a bit of a breather. And you sit. Justice works on massaging out a little bit of the ache from your shoulders. Embarrassed by your mistake, a hot wash of shame warms your cheeks. It's all right to be excited, you know, but I don't want you hurting yourself. It's important to know your limits. That way you can avoid this sort of thing. But also, know where you can safely push those boundaries to steadily get better, yeah? Yeah. Setbacks are normal. And think of it this way, now you've got a good idea of your limits for the future. I really hope you don't get discouraged from this, Taker. Because I had a blast coming here with you today, and I'd love it if it's something we can do in the future. Thanks, Justice. I've had a lot of fun, too. And I promise I won't let this stop me. We can make this a regular thing. How's that sound? Oh, we can make this a regular thing. How's that sound? Why, hello, Pungent Master. This is Helltaker Second Circle, the Helltaker dating sim / visual novel. But welcome, welcome. Happy to have you. Do you mean it? Absolutely. You feel the demon lean her cheek against your shoulder. Good, I'd like that. Alright, let's hit the showers. I'm beat. Sounds good! You both hit your respective showers to clean up and meet up by the front desk. Welcome back, Tamatobe! On your way to the door, Justice loops her arm around yours and holds you close as you walk towards the car. Though sore and more exhausted than you've been in a long time, you find yourself looking forward to your next trip to the gym. All right. So we did our dates with our top 3 waifus. Let's see if we can do our second date with Cerberus. Oh man, do I have to do all of them? Let's do Lucifer. I think Lucifer has been. Oh, I have to do the other ones. God damn it, Lucifer. Let's do Zadrada. You gotta get dinner super early. Oh, wow. I'm glad you got some noms. I'm really hungry, but I can only snack before Yuko and I do dinner tonight with their family. Otherwise, I'm gonna be too full. I had to drink some water. Zadrada stands idly in the living room, smoking a cigarette from her seemingly never-ending supply. Lazily, she exhales a great cloud of smoke, letting it disperse before acknowledging your presence. Also, is that a small city I see? Yes, it is, Tama. Tamatobe, the creator of Small Cydia. Also, for people who don't know, that little artwork on the corner of my screen is Graph Yukiko as Christmas Artoria and Obsidia as Christmas Nero. Yuko commissioned it for us, and it's so cute. I love it so much. Small Cydia is good. People love Small Cydia. I don't even know why I made a non-Small Cydia model. It's like when I first started streaming, I said, oh man, I should have just made a Termy model because people love Termy so much. But it seems that in the trying times, since I'm dating I'm going out on a date with a very dangerous demon waifu, I need a trusty paladin at my side to protect me. So, please, I summon you, Astolfo! You are much farther away than you usually are. You over here. There we go. I've got my trusty body pillow now as we go on this demon date. Hey there, Taker! How's it hanging? Well enough. Would you mind explaining why you haven't taken out the garbage yet? No, the eyebrows aren't invisible. They're black. See, if I close my eyes, you can't see through them. Because I didn't want to. Who do you think you're talking to? Currently a spoiled child.
Me, a child? God, look at that fuck me face. That is like the brat face of brat face right there. Me, a child? I'm not the one that sits around playing video games all day, or shits on the neighbor's lawn when they won't let her play with their cat. But you're the one who constantly refuses to do the most basic of chores. If you want to ride someone's ass that badly, go talk to Medeus. I'm sure she'd be down for it. God damn, Shadrata is spitting fucking hot takes left and right here. Everything she is saying is like 100% true, but fucking savage. This is the Dami Mommy brat, apparently, that you all want. This is not negotiable, unless you're willing to sacrifice your pancakes privileges. Shit taker! I've got a better idea. How about instead of making me take out the trash, you just take me out instead? Unless you're misreading the situation, Zadrata actually wants to go out on a date? Nothing good can possibly come from this. Yeah, sure. What's the worst that could happen? Nice! I get to pick the date side, right? Absolutely not. Now, if you don't mind, I've got your job to do. Yeah, I literally want Zadrata's top. Or is it a dress? Let me look at more of Zadrata. Hide message. No, it's a top. I want Zadrata's outfit, basically. This is like peak goth chick that I wish I was. Oh yeah, I forgot that she lights her cigarettes with her fingers. So, Taker, where are we heading? We could hit up the local smokers bar, go for a little smoke and choke. Can't. Last time we went there, you got thrown out for playing knifey finger with the regulars. And I fucking beat the house record. You do know the object of that game is to avoid cutting yourself, right? Yeah, if you play by your pussy mortal rules. I wasn't up for that blue balling myself just to win a game. That's more Malinka shit. God. I don't know. I don't really like Zadrata, but I kind of like Zadrata. It's kind of a badass. You worry me. Despite her provocative attitude, Zadrata's company isn't entirely unpleasant. As you walk down the street, your conversation is anything but banal. Zadrata seems to delight in taking life itself down a peg. Anything crossing her path she can't roast verbally, you have to step in to prevent her from roasting literally. Finally, you arrive at your destination. Well, here we are. Really, but this looks like a greenhouse? A fucking greenhouse? Alright, well have a great day, Ethereal Koala. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out at the stream. I hope you have a great day and an awesome Christmas Eve. I hope you have a good time with your family. I look forward to seeing you next time. You were the person who was so eager to neglect her job. Now you get to help me with mine. Lucifer's been complaining about the decor in the house and asked me to pick out something colorful to brighten up the place. But does it have to be plants? If you gave me some time, I could get you a nice goat, properly arranged. Those little bastards can really color a place up. I feel like Zadrata is that one cool family member who's just commonly seen as a bad influence. It's just a chill person. Demon in this case. Yeah, she's literally like the black sheep wine aunt that like people resent having at their party because they know she's just gonna be spitting hot truths the whole time. You really don't know what she's talking about. We're sticking with plants for now. Probably something easy to take care of, like an arbor vitae or a hedera helix. Check out Mr. Big Word Botany Nerd over here. You ever gonna learn how to show me a good time?
If being here is that insufferable, then help me find a suitable plan. I promise we'll leave as soon as we have what we came for. Fine. But after this, you and me are hitting the town proper, you hear? Ford Zajada wanders off between the rows of plants, aggressively belching clouds of smoke in the face of innocent shoppers that may stray too close to her. You content yourself with examining the ferns until... Hey, Taker! You gotta check this shit out! Oh, look at that! She's so cute! She found a cactus! Look at that face! That is the face of somebody who is very excited to find a cactus. Also, when I get my ears pierced, I want to get them pierced so I can do stuff like that. Wait, I don't get that. Turning to you see Zadrada aggressively brandishing a small cactus at you. Huh? What's the matter? You didn't tell me you had plants like this in the mortal world. It's just a cactus. You don't have them in hell? Nah, the ones we have in hell are fucking massive and covered in hollow needles that stab your body and suck out your... I think I get the picture, but what's with the enthusiasm? I didn't have you pinned as a botanist. As if you're telling me you don't see the bedroom applications of this little sucker? Wow, Zadrada! Wow! To be honest, you're glad you kind of never considered it. And you certainly can't wait to never consider it again as soon as possible. Well, if you're interested in taking care of it and promise not to bring it anywhere near the bed, I suppose you can have it. She wrinkles up her nose in disgust. Me? Take care of it? Hard pass on that front. Better put it back then. The demon girl once more retreats into the depths of the store, muttering obscenities and curses under her breath. The ability to shoot smoke out of my mouth at will, I would shoot at anyone who would stand next to me. You return to browsing and eventually call over an attendant to press for questions. Aw, is she also a demon? Got little hair horns, I guess. The dull-eyed assistant slouches up to you, judging from the look on her face. She's even less happy about being here than Zadrada. A small tag pinned to her lapel says Abby written on it in smudged ink. Oh my god, is this Abaddon? Yeah, can I help you or something? I'm looking for something hardy, a plant that can survive multiple attempts on its life. Preferably fire and dog-proof, and it can survive being watered with cheap vodka. That's also a plus. The assistant scowls, considering your question. Her answers come slowly, almost reluctantly. I don't know, man. I just started this job, and I don't have the patience to learn all this stuff. But I know one of my roommates keeps a golden pathos that just refuses to die. I've seen her chuck that bad boy out of a third-story window, and it didn't seem particularly bothered. Sounds like the level of chaos in our house lives is quite similar. Abby casts a sidelong glance towards the far end of the greenhouse, where Zadrada can barely be seen behind a towering stack of potted plants. A few flowers visible from the bottom containers appear to be begging for the sweet release of death as Zadrada balances another armful of pots on the precarious stack. Abby looks away from the inevitable crash and nods in sullen agreement. More than you'd think. You try to maintain eye contact with Abby, despite the general bedlam going on behind her. I think a pothos should do fine. Would you mind showing me where you keep them? I have a feeling the sooner we get out of here, the better off everyone will be. Before she can answer, the automatic sprinklers lining the roof of the greenhouse kick in, spraying you and Abby with icy water and billowing black smoke.
of burned vegetation spews forth from one of the far aisles as orange-red flames lick over one of the far display tables. From out of nowhere, Zedrata appears beside you, tugging at your arm. Man, such a shame about this place. If I had such nicer finds, but we should probably leave for, safety. You and I are going to have a talk about this later. The two of you manage to make it out of the greenhouse before it goes up in smoke. Briefly, you wonder how you could have ever expected a different outcome. Well, now that's over with and done with. You're still up for going out on the town? I suppose so. What's it to be? Why, Taker, I'm so glad you asked. What follows is a series of entirely unique, yet equally horrifying social indiscretions. By day's end, you have broken both your records of most bars visited in one day, and most bars forcibly evicted from in the same day. Clutching each other for balance, the two of you stumble back into the house at an ungodly hour. This late at night, there's only one member of the house reliably awake. Melina sits in a darkened living room, heavy-lidded eyes lit only by blue light emanating from the television she glued herself to. Zedrata. You know, Linka, you really shouldn't be up to this late. All this blue light will make your jits go flat. Melina sighs in exasperation and pauses her game, turning to face her sister. Taking a swig from the paper-wrapped bottle beside her, she steadies herself. You got something to say, Zedrata? Say it before you pass out in a puddle of your own sick. Hey, Malinka, check out the shit I picked up for you in town. From seemingly nowhere, Zedrata produces the small cactus from earlier and lobs it underarm to Melina, who barely manages to catch it in time. Careful, the little bastard's almost as prickly as you are. I figured you'd be a perfect match for each other. She'd see it as the rest of us are living large and take a charge while you're sitting here dry as dessert. Go back to hell and leave me in peace. Melina chucks the cactus into the empty trash bin, where the pot shatters, sending stray clouds of dirt and shards of ceramic flying. Hey, what the fuck? I lifted that thing for you. So cry me a river. I don't recall asking for something to take care of. Wasn't that your job once upon a time? Zedrata grimaces and turns away, kicking open the back door as she returns to the abandoned RV parked in your backyard. You should see me when I'm drunk in real life. I know, the poor cactus, a casualty of this misunderstanding. You can hear her clicking her fingers as she goes, attempting to conjure a light for a new cigarette. You hope she doesn't set fire to the recreational vehicle, but are far too unsteady to really do anything about it. You leave Melina to her games and crawl upstairs to bed. I'm glad you like Drunk City, huh? Alright, I guess we'll take Medeus. This should be cute. Why, hello, Kuroi. Oh, Kuro is not salty. Welcome, Kuro. Yeah, we're playing Helltaker Second Circle, the Helltaker visual novel / dating sim. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. I hope you're having a great day. One morning, you're walking through the house with a tray full of pancakes to rouse everyone for breakfast. On your way, you run into Medeus in the upstairs hallway. Good morning, Taker. Ah, good morning, Medeus. Pancakes?
Yes, please. I'm starving.
Help yourself.
By the way, have you seen Lucifer?
I believe she's still in bed.
Figures.
Small city a dating sim when. Girl, if you want to put one of the demon waifus in a jar and shake them, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure that many of them will likely break your spine in dismay, but that is a risk you're willing to take. Also, I think we've been small Cydia for a while, so I think it's time to revert back to being big Cydia. Go larger. There we go. Remove my body pillow. There we go. Also, time to turn off the body pillow until next we see it. I know, Tava, I know.
Anyhow, well, enjoy your breakfast.
Cydia is growing. Growing! Oh, thank you. As the demon turns to leave and you set your sights on Lucifer's bedroom, you feel a crinkle in your back pocket. The sensation reminds you of something you've been meaning to ask.
Actually, before you go, I had something I wanted to ask you.
Yes? With one arm balancing the tray, you dig around in your back pocket and come up with a small envelope. You hand it to Medeus. The demon looks over it carefully. Oh, what is this?
Open it.
With her finger, Medeus splits open the top of the envelope and pulls out 2 slips of paper. And these are
vouchers for a trip to the spa. I won a contest some time ago and those just came in the mail the other day.
A spa trip sounds lovely.
Would you like to go with me then? I've got 2 vouchers there.
Oh, she's so embarrassed. After you say this, the demon cheeks redden so suddenly and so vibrantly, that her complexion soon resembles that of a ripe tomato. A ripe tomato. Oh, you want me to go with you? Oh my.
Is that alright?
No, I mean, yes. I mean, what does this spa trip entail? Exactly,
anything you want, really. Let's see, you've got, massages, manicures, pedicures, sauna access, acupuncture.
Oh, well, I just don't know what to say.
You aren't interested in going, I completely understand.
Yes. Wait, no. No, I do want to go. I do. It's so. Yes, Taker. I'd love to go to the spa with you.
Though uncertain given the demon's rambling, you think that she's accepted your date.
Ooh, feeling a little faint. Fine. I had a little burst of lightheadedness. She's so wholesome.
Alright then. Sounds good. How about we leave after breakfast?
Still blushing, Medeus nods furiously. See, I'm gonna say this right now. I would 1,000,000% watch, fuck it, I'll kickstart a Helltaker slice of life anime. Because this shit is fucking adorable. This is the harem anime we've always wanted and needed.
Very well, I'll see you then.
As you turn to go, the demon scampers off down the stairs with the tickets in hand while you proceed with your morning rounds.
By the way, if you haven't done so already, please give me a follow here on Twitch. Give me a subscribe over on YouTube. Also, you can follow my Twitter and you can join our Discord, the Eternal Citadel, and be a part of our incredible community. If you have any questions, we can do slammin/socials, which has all of my links. I love being able to share these streams with you, and I hope you keep coming back for more. Sometime later, after you've successfully delivered pancakes to everyone in the house, you and Medeus hop in the car for your afternoon at the spa. After a short drive, you arrive in front of an extravagant building that has been stylized to look like a Japanese bathhouse. Oh my god! They're literally doing a hot springs episode. You park the car and turn to see Medeus looking up at the building with a frown. Then as you turn off the engine, you're privy to the sound of her drumming her fingers on her knees. You've never seen the demon look so out of sorts. You watch her fidget in her seat for a while longer, before thinking it's best to say something. Medeus? Medeus doesn't reply at first. Medeus? Sorry. Got a little lost in thought there. Is everything alright? Again, the demoness doesn't seem to hear you. Medeus! What's that? Sorry, did you say something? I was just asking if you're feeling alright. Me? Oh, yes, I'm fine. Ready to head inside? Not quite yet, you seem a bit... Before you can finish your thought, you hear the car door shut and look up to see Medeus walking listlessly towards the spa. With a sigh, you get out of your car and follow the demon. Unconvinced that everything is fine, you nevertheless decide to leave that conversation for later. It doesn't seem like you're going to get a straight answer out of her just yet anyway. For now, all you can do is keep an eye on her just in case. The two of you make your way inside the spa and approach the counter. Hello, we'd like to redeem these vouchers. The woman behind the desk takes your vouchers and looks them over. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Baker. Now, before redeeming these vouchers, we do offer a brief tour of our facilities if you'd like. You turn to Medeus to see if she would like some say in the matter, but the demon still seems uneasy. Maybe the tour will help her relax. Oh, a tour would be lovely, thank you. Excellent, now if you'll just follow me. You and Medeus trail behind the woman as she guides you down the hallways, briefly describing each facility as you pass. From acupuncture to massages and heated bathhouses to saunas, it seems that the spa has everything you could ask for. There's so much, in fact, that by the end of it all, you're absolutely overwhelmed by the choices. So, now that we've had our tour, maybe you decided on what you'd like to put your vouchers towards. We'd like to do the couples massage. Startled, you glance over to Medeus to see only resolute determination in her heart-shaped eyes. Yes, couples massage is good. Right this way. Though stunned at this turn of events and Medeus' sudden vocality, you follow the woman down the hall and into a room with two massage tables set side by side. There are towels on the table over there. If you both would just disrobe and lay down on the tables, the masseuse will be with you shortly. The woman disappears and you look over at Medeus, expecting to see her nervously staring back at you. What you're met with is the sight of her standing stark naked before you, having undressed completely in the few short minutes since the spa worker left the room. Out of modesty, you quickly avert your gaze, but not without taking note of the startling contrast between the comfortable aura emanating off of Medeus now and the nervous energy she exhibited before. As you begin to disrobe it well, you hear the demoness settled onto one of the massage tables with a heavy and content sigh. You follow suit, and shortly thereafter the masseuse arrives. Ooh! Massage table Medeus! God, she looks so cute. Surprisingly mature. This is our
our lewdness of the day. Need to drink more water. Continuously talking for an hour and 40 minutes is difficult. Comfy massage time. Food art of the day. Yeah, forgot about that. After some idle small talk, the woman begins to work. With a display of dexterity and strength. You once thought impossible, the masseuse descends upon the muscles of your neck and back, undoing knots that you didn't even know you had before. After each satisfyingly painful release, the woman switches between you and Medeus, giving you each time to breathe. Lewd! Illegal! Has anyone ever told you that you run a bit warm, dear? Do I? Must be the climate I'm used to. Oh, where are you from? Hell. Oh. At this, the woman chuckles nervously. You cannot tell if she's truly undeterred by the revelation, or if she thinks it's still a joke. In any case, the massage continues without much of a lull. At least it isn't hand-holding. I don't want to get Twitch banned over some hand-holding. She returns to work, though, the last few knots in your upper back. Then, much of your chagrin, the massage is over. The masseuse leaves the room so the two of you can get dressed. As you leave, you stop by the front counter to turn in your vouchers. Bodeas beats you to the car and slide into your seat. You look at your companion and notice that she's avoiding your gaze, and has resumed drumming on her knees. Wishing you knew what it was that was putting her all out of sorts, you ponder questioning her further. Seeing the shy redness coloring Medeus' cheeks, however, causes you to rethink that decision. And since talking is hard. Instead, you start up the car and head home. Joke's on you, I'm holding my hands right now. Master Fail, you can't just talk about hand-holding in the middle of my stream. I'm gonna get banned from chat. Oh. I was just commenting that I just got DM'd followers. DM'd the bots that say, do you want to buy followers? Never had that before. They usually just pop into the stream. So I apologize for that brief delay. We'll go back into this. Perhaps that's for another day. Alright, next date. Whew! A lot of demons to date. Alright, let's do Pandemonica. Master Fail being illegal. Are the Twitch mods gonna come to Austria, Master Fail, and arrest you? By the way, Master Fail, when we're in Vienna, feel free to make a day trip to hang out with Yuko and I. We can have sake together. One morning, you walk into the kitchen to prepare Pandemonica's coffee, only to find that the demon in question is already up and standing by the coffee maker. My hands are so branchy. You must wake up every morning and give thanks to the good Lord above, Master Fail. You're truly blessed. As the little machine sputters and spits, the bleary-eyed demon looks over at you. You can tell from her droopy gaze that she has barely registered your presence. It's painfully obvious just how much this poor sleep schedule of hers is taking its toll. Without bothering to greet you, Pandemonica returns her attention to the coffee machine. From the sound of things, she hasn't put nearly enough water in it to make a full brew. Good morning? Oh. Morning. Against your better judgment, you approach the sleepy demon and peer over her shoulder. The jug of coffee that she's attempting to make is not even a quarter of the way full, and the machine itself is almost at a complete stop. I was just about to make coffee for everyone. I didn't expect you to be up so early. The demon scoffs.
Early? I've been up all night. I see. You know, Panamonica, I really think you should. The next words out of your mouth are, get some sleep. I'm going to break your fucking fingers. You decided it was wise to hold your tongue. What kind of coffee did you put in there anyway? Panamonica shrugs. Just some store-bought junk we had in the cabinet. Why? As you ponder the situation, you're reminded of the coffee grinder that your father sent you not too long ago. Scarth, welcome! Scarth, my heart, happy to have you. We're dating Panamonica right now. Think we're down to our last 3 demon date. You've been waiting for the perfect moment to break it out as a surprise, and perhaps now is that moment. The thought drives you to the cabinet on the other side of the kitchen. There you keep most of your lesser-used appliances. It takes you but a moment of digging around past tabletop grills, blenders, and hand mixers before you retrieve the object of your quest. Panamonica, whose attention has come away from the coffee maker, if only to see what all the ruckus is about, watches you as you set the grinder on the counter. What do you think you're doing? Oh my god, I can't believe they used that sound effect. The fucking Legend of Zelda sound effect. And just what the devil is that? You'll see. From the pantry you retrieve a bag of roasted coffee beans. Those you measure out and pour into the grinder, before setting to work crushing them down by hand. In no time, the sweet, deep aroma of freshly ground coffee fills the kitchen. Whatever it is you're doing there, don't stop because it smells astounding. After a moment, you finish up grinding the beans and turn your attention to the coffee maker itself. Just wait until she discovers French press coffee. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key wish I want to have coffee right now. I already had coffee for the morning, and I shouldn't have it again. I kind of want it. You dump the old grounds into the trash and wash the jug out in the sink. Look at her little blushing face, that's so cute. With a fresh filter installed, you empty the fruits of your labors in the machine, and using the appropriate amount of water this time, start up a fresh brew. At first, it seems like Panamonica is ready to gouge your eyes out for tossing her coffee, but as soon as the rich liquid begins to flow, her rage subsides. Aw, I make the same face when I get my coffee in the morning. She approaches the counter and watches for a moment as the jug slowly fills with coffee. What did you do? This scent, it reminds me of that coffee shop on the corner. Yes, that's it! When I was a kid, my dad would grind his own coffee. One of my fondest memories from then is how I'd get to wake up to that smell filling the house every morning. I know, Master Fail, I know. So the other day, I decided to pick up a bag of beans from that place on the corner. I know how much you like their coffee, so I thought I'd bring them to you. Unfortunately, I didn't know which flavor you'd like, so I just got you the basic stuff. I hope you enjoy it. That was unnecessary of you to do. But, oh my god, she has the cutest little fucking smile. But I do appreciate it. Glad to hear that. If you like, we can go there together sometime. You can show me some of your favorite flavors. I'm sure it'd be nice to have those around the house. Yes, that would be nice. Very well, I'll take you up on your offer. It's a date, then. If hypothetically someone would make a outfit for a hypothetical small Cydia, or a hypothetical Death Knight's upcoming celebration, what would hypothetically be hypothetically?
Those demon restaurants, the Helltaker is obsolete. Next date, Taker ups the game to freshly ground beans and no filter. Yeah, no, he's got to do the steady build up. Gosh, Tama, I don't even know. I don't know what my alternate outfit would be. Oh, maybe I can do like a vote or something, Tama, to see what people would want. Maybe a maid outfit. Maybe a suit. Yeah, I generally don't know, Tama. I'd have to think about it. I have a hard time imagining Obsidia as anything. Well, aside from the different outfits I've gotten her commissioned in art with. No. But what outfit we're not doing is fucking Artoria. That afternoon, you and Pan and Monica decide to skip dinner in favor of your date. Much to the chagrin of Lucifer, who complained loudly that no one ever sticks around when it's her turn to cook dinner. Knowing better than to argue, you grab your coats and smile and nod your way out the door. I'm not even making that a fucking option. If it wins the vote, democracy is wrong. Fuck democracy. Keep in mind, you ponder the distance to the coffee shop. It isn't far, so walking is certainly not out of the question. Hey, Hannah Monica. We could drive there, but what do you say we just walk instead? It's a bit of a brisk day for a walk, perhaps. But, yes, I think that sounds good. What a scam, just like the CP3 hammer. The demon leads the way, and the two of you head down to the street in relative silence. It is a quiet day filled with only the sounds of your footsteps and the occasional passing vehicle. It's not about democracy, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby! The Mets! Let's go, the Mets! You arrive at the coffee shop just as the sun starts to get over the horizon, a slight orange tinge painting the sky. That small city. A tiny bell chimes to herald your entrance. You're assailed by the familiar deep, rich smells of freshly ground coffee, and there's a hushed murmur emanating from the smattering of patrons dotted throughout the shop. The old man behind the counter looks up at you. At the sight of Panamonica, he beams. Oh, there she is, my favorite customer. Oh, good evening, Hank. How are you? I'm well, my dear, very well. What can I get you today? I'll take the usual. Coming right up, and how about yourself, sir? Coffee, please. Black. Ah, simple fellow, I like that. You two find a seat and make yourselves at home. I'll bring you drinks over and when they're ready. You and Panamonica scan the room for a place to sit. How about over there? The demoness gestures to a booth next to the roast coffee display. You nod and Panamonica leads the way through the maze of tightly packed tables and booths. We have to look at this for a second. Look at that. That is serenity right there. That is serenity. Oh, look at this. Now I'm thinking outfits. Maybe, like, one outfit idea is maybe my Helltaker suit art. Another outfit is swimsuit Obsidia, since we do have swimsuit Obsidia art. For Small Cydia being a maid, I think would be very cute. Maid Cydia. Or even Maid Small Cydia, or even Maid Big Cydia. I don't know. I think those are some good ideas, but I'll do a vote, see what other people think. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not asking Tama to draw Obsidia wearing her armor. That's like a lot of work and complicated and stuff. I'm not gonna ask that of her. Okay, just as you take your seats, the old man arrives and sets your drinks in front of you.
Enjoy! You thank the old man and sip from your coffees. After a few moments of idle chit-chat, you turn your attention toward the nearby display. So if you had to pick which ones out of that display, reading is hard. So if you had to pick which ones out of that group were they're your favorite. Santa Monica eyes the bags, reading each label in turn. Well, I must admit I'm quite partial to the darker roast. For me, anything with a deep, rich flavor is a win, really. But if you're looking for specifics, I quite like that dark chocolate hazelnut there. Oh, thank you for the follow! Ventus Lionhearts, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoyed your Astolfo. You're also our 1400 follower. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed your Astolfo. We're playing Helltaker Second Circle, the Helltaker dating sim / visual novel. But if you're looking, I like that dark chocolate hazelnut there. I see you're a fan of the chocolate flavored coffee. But of course, who doesn't like chocolate? Desynced. There we go. I was in your recommended channels, by the way. That's awesome. I'm glad I'm one of your recommended channels then, Ventus. 1400. Oh wait, Pamela doesn't even know what a fucking bean grinder is, but she has opinions about different flavors. Are you having a good night, Ventus? Having a good day, Ventus? I hope that you're having an awesome day. Immersion broken, 0 out of 10 writing. Fair point. How about that one right there? Toasted almond. Yes, I do think that would be a good choice as well. I like a good nut flavor. She likes that nut. You heard it here first, folks. He likes nut. And she's grinning at you as she does it. She wants your nut. By the way, for those of you new to this channel, my name is Obsidia. I am a Death Knight. What is that floating behind my head? It is a bone halo, made of the spines of my enemies, and those I've hugged a little too tightly. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you've decided to join me. The demon grins at you as she sips her drink. Her tail flickers to and fro behind her, and you notice that her horns have nearly doubled in size. You chuckle nervously. You're quick to bring the conversation back to the coffee display. She was talking about your nut, I swear. And the two of you spend the next half hour discussing the various roasts until your own cup runs dry. Here we go. Captain Matt has redeemed a big Death Knight hug. You know what that means, everybody. Get your hugging utensils ready, because I'm coming in deep. And a 3, and a 2, and a burr. There you go, a big Death Knight hug from me to you. I hope you enjoyed it. You're quick to bring the conversation back to the coffee display, and the two of you spend... Oh, yeah, I already read that. You'd love to see those hugging utensils out in chat. You ponder fetching a refill for you both, but then you notice Pandamonica acting strangely. Uh-oh, she's activated enough caffeine. She's gone sadist mode. She's gone sicko mode. Though imperceptible at first, you can clearly see the demon is wincing, much in the same way one might if they heard a loud noise. But unless you've suddenly become hard of hearing, the shop around you is nearly silent. I know everyone has gone home, leaving just yourselves and Hank, who's humming to himself as he wipes down some tables across the room. You think it's strange that such a noise would irritate the demon. Then you look at her once again. Her expression is weary and she's rubbing her temples. Shall we call it a day? Pandamonica doesn't respond. Pandamonica? Huh? Yes, I think that'll be good. Thank you. You gather up your things and don your jackets. On your way out the door, you grab a few bags of the coffee and pay for them at the counter. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you both again soon. You depart with several bags of various roasted coffee dangling from your arms. The entire walk back, neither of you say a word. Santa Monica looks as miserable and exhausted as ever, which leaves you wondering if she even enjoyed herself tonight. But as you arrive at the front door, the demon stops and tugs on your sleeve. Hey, I feel I must thank you again for today. What you did this morning was very kind, and this evening I got to enjoy a bit of peace and quiet, which is a rare occurrence. I hope we can do something like this again sometime. Maybe, I think I really needed it, and sorry for the way I acted at the end there. Start to question Santa Monica about her strange behavior, but before you can even form the words, she hurries off into the house. While you attempt to follow, all you manage to catch is a glimpse of her disappearing into her room, and the door shutting neatly behind her. You're left wondering what you should do next. Alright, time for Melina and Azazel. Talk to the nerd. Fucking nerd. You pull down the trapdoor that leads to the attic, and are almost immediately assailed by the sharp scent of strong liquor. So much alcohol has evaporated into the air that the attic has into the air of the attic that breathing it in makes your head spin. Oh, you got Code Vein, Tyler? That's awesome! I love Code Vein. It was a lot of fun, even though I hate Souls-likes. I did enjoy playing that with Callie. I hope to beat it one day. Bottles lie strewn across the otherwise well-cleaned room, with the exception being the wooden desk at the far corner of the room, squatting upon which is a large computer. Slouching on the old leather couch at an angle incompatible with long-term back health, Melina scowls peevishly at you from heavy-lidded eyes. Take her, it's a bit early for a visit, isn't it? It's 12:30. Did I stutter? If there's daylight, then it's still too early for me to be awake. Shielding her eyes from the faint few streams of natural daylight filtering in through her curtains, Melina groans. Pass me that bottle, would you? The Istvan one. You grab the requested bottle of Uncle Istvan's hermit juice off a nearby coffee table and walk over to Melina. You sit down next to the demon and hand her the bottle. Pulling the cork out with her teeth, she sucks the bottle dry of liquor in 3 deep swigs, tossing it carelessly behind her and into the garbage can. Alright, Ryan, have a good night. Thank you for coming by the stream. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas Eve. Yeah, Tyler, I get that. You're gonna have so much fun with the character creator. I made a pretty darn good Obsidia using it, also a pretty darn good Graph Yukiko, and a pretty okay Tama Tobe. Tama did a better one of herself, but I tried my best. From the clattering of a bottle against bottle, you conclude that the bin hasn't been emptied in quite some time, that or Melina fills it with extreme prejudice. So tell me, why exactly are you up here disturbing my beauty slump? Slump? Supposed to be like slumber? / sleep? My beauty slump at such a dreadful hour. I have a package for you. That better not be a euphemism for something. I'm not quite wasted enough for that kind of interaction. Oh my god. I got a package for you too, Pants Grab. Nope. Ship it. Judging from the shape, I'm pretty sure it's one of the games you ordered. Eyes suddenly shining, Melina leans forward and snatches the brown wrap package from you. She rips the top of the package off with her teeth and rummages around inside with her free hand. She extracts a slim case from inside. Oh, hell yeah, it's that copy of Hero Commander 3 that I ordered. I've been waiting all week to play that thing. I hear the AI is almost unbeatable at higher levels. Hold up, you're telling me that there are games out there harder than Vantage Master? Melina flashes a smirk at you that's half patronizing, half pitying. Oh yes, you have no idea. That reminds me, Taker, are we still on for our game session tonight? I'm just dying to take this game out for a spin. Of course. I've actually never played Monster Hunter. I do own all the God Eater games. I tried briefly to watch the God Eater anime, and it was not good. It was a pretty trash anime. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. What we really need is a Code Vein anime, because the Code Vein story is actually cool. And Revenants are like a cool concept. Games with a melancholic alcoholic? Sounds like fun. Well, that's something to look forward to anyway. One more thing, could you pick up some curacao before tonight? I want to try making something new. Yeah, I know it's in the same world. I know all about the God Eater Code Vein extended cinematic universe. I got you your booze. Now let's see this new drink. Alright, 1 second. Taking the bottle and turning her back to you, Melina walks over to the corner of the attic where she has laid out various implements of cocktail craft, as delicately as a surgeon would a set of scalpels. Pout now, because... Aw, Hammer, you're getting bullied by Graf because you're so awesome? Well, you're gonna come here and, you know you're really awesome here too, and quite cute, and very sweet. Exclamation point, hug it, chat. Aw, Tyler, you're such a sweetheart. She busies herself, but back still to you, and she mixes and pours liquid between two glasses. And here it is, the green iguana. It's nauseatingly green and looks cartoonishly radioactive. A thin line of white crystals lines the glass Melina is brandishing expectantly at you. Oh my god, this actually reminds me of, I was watching Wisecrack, and they had one of those monthly box things. They had a monthly box set that was like for mixed drinks, where basically they give you everything except for the alcohol for it. And I low-key kind of want to try that. I think that'd be super fun to just like, after I'm done doing my diet before MagFest and cosplay, I think having like the opportunity to make like some fun mixed drinks and stuff, because I don't know, my mixed drinks are pretty simple, and I think that could be a fun activity to do. So I actually might consider starting up that that box after MagFest, because currently for the month I gave up alcohol and I gave up sugar, so. Thanks. Carefully you take a sip of the lurid drink. It's actually really good. How is it? It's delicious! The salt rim offsets the sweetness just enough to keep the fruity tones under control. Melina swishes the drink around in her own glass, sans rim. Don't worry, Melina, I'll rim you any day. Yeah, that's what I've read. Something wrong? Why didn't you put a rim on your glass? I can't salt. Gets demons pretty fucked up, and not at all in a fun way. Huh. Thought that was just hearsay. Nope, it's real alright, and damn painful too. I once saw Zadrada try to snort a line of the kosher stuff. It knocked her flat on her fat ass for weeks. I'd like Zadrada's fat ass on me. She couldn't even talk without shooting blood from both nostrils like some stupid cartoon character. She pauses for a moment, thinking to herself, "Best 2 weeks of my life, actually." She downs her drink and then holds out her empty hand. "Here, I'll make us some more while you move the computer over to the couch." As Melina pours another drink for the two of you at her improvised bar, you walk across the room and easily pull the table and computer over to the couch, before sitting back down. Melina joins you a moment later, handing you a refill, before flicking the computer on and inserting the game into the disc reader. The game boots up, backed by dramatic orchestral music. We didn't have the budget to compose for this game. I appreciate them with that joke. We're starting on hard difficulty, right? Like there's any other rational option? Damn straight. Now are we playing on campaign? Or maybe survival mode? Wouldn't that be better? Look, it even has a versus mode. Hard pass on that one. Competition isn't worth the bridges burned. Trust me on that. Survival then. That way if you die early on, I get a turn. Like I'm going to let that happen. I hope you're comfortable sitting there, Keith. Because it's going to be a long time before you get your turn in. This is fucking goals. This is like relationship goals right here. Just fucking drinking mixed drinks while your partner plays video games next to you. Chilling out, cuddling, and gaming while you get fucking wasted. That is like peak Obsidian dating right there. I like that Melina makes just looking like a casual nerd, like, super attractive. True to her word, Melina plays the game like the seasoned veteran she is, and she cruises through the early game like a battleship on steroids. Until... Goddamn quicksand! Why developers would ever consider implementing a hazard that kills your units on contact with absolutely no warning is beyond me. My turn then? Any sage advice? Yeah, get good or get off and let me try again. You do neither, and the two of you spend the next several hours in the attic routinely swearing at the game in turn. Has a perfect unachievable life. Merry Christmas! As night begins to wrap up, the two of you slump sideways more and more until you're resting shoulder to shoulder on the couch. Well, Master Fail, to be honest, Yuko and I have had similar nights together, where we just huddle up together on the couch with our own, like, with wine and mixed drinks, and we just watch movies and stuff. So, not quite unattainable. So how does Hero Commander 3 compare to the others we've played? Yeah, the difficulty isn't always cracked up to me, but the story may as well have been written by a chimp with a typewriter, for all the shit I give. Sounds like you've got something of a pattern going. What's that supposed to mean? You've done nothing but complain about the last 3 games you've gotten. I'm starting to think you're not actually enjoying them. These last game nights we've had all ended the same way too. You getting mad at the game and spending the next couple days sulking. Or you set your heart on a new game and we do the whole thing over again. So you're saying you don't want to play games with me anymore? That's fine. That's fine. I'm perfectly capable of enjoying myself without your big dumb face taking up my peripheral fucking vision. It's not that I enjoy playing games with you, it's actually quite the welcome relief from the rest of the house. I'd just like to include a little more variety in our time together, that's all. I suppose your taste isn't complete garbage. I guess I'd be willing to let you plan the next night. But whatever you find, it better have screens, booze, and not be public. You can find a thing that checks all 3 boxes, I'll give it a fucking shot. Deal. Whatever you pick, it better not be fucking Dance Dance Revolution. That shit's way too kinky for me. You'll have to give this some thought, unless you want the majority of your interactions with Melina to take place in a stale attic playing obscure video games. Woo! Hey, Schmendrick, welcome, welcome. Merry Yule, my bro. Alright, I think we're just down to Azazel. And a merry Yule-miss to all of you. Late one night, you're dragging yourself to bed after you, Modeus, Pandemonica, and Melina sat down for an impromptu movie marathon. You notice a bright light spilling out into the hallway from the crack underneath Azazel's door. Wish I'm playing that right now. It's gonna be a night of rage and screaming. From inside, you hear the momentary shuffling of papers before a small voice answers you. Yes? Who is it? There's something about the angel's chipper tone that makes you question your own sanity, let alone hers. Zazel, you do realize how late it is, don't you? All of a sudden, the door swings open and Azazel stands before you. Though you can tell from the distant look in her eyes that she hasn't slept a wink, the angel seems unfazed by that fact. Oh, hello there, Mr. Taker. Goodness me, is it that late already? I should be getting to bed, shouldn't I? Yes, you should. Against your better judgment, you look past Azazel and peer into the empty room behind her. Whilst you wouldn't describe the space as being typically tidy, there is something extra chaotic about the state of it tonight that causes you to worry for the angel's mental state. What are you working on in there anyway? Oh, my thesis! Azazel turns to look at her mess of scattered papers and leaning towers of books with a strange sense of pride in her voice. Hey, Harley Hollis, how you doing tonight, sugar? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great Yule, a happy Merry Christmas Eve. We're playing Helltaker Second Circle, the Helltaker visual novel / dating sim. Yo, Vanguard Christie, welcome to the stream. I'm just got cuties for days. I hope you're doing good. Oh, thank you for the follow, Harley Hollis. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoyed your Astolfo. Those of you who are new to the stream, my name is Obsidia. I am a Death Knight. What is that floating behind my head? It is a bone halo, made of the spines of my enemies and those I've hugged a little too deep or a little too hard. Welcome, welcome. If you haven't done so already, please give me a follow here on Twitch, a sub over on YouTube, and you can join our Discord, the Eternal Citadel, and be a part of our incredible community. Thank you for the follow, Wallander K. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoyed your Astolfo. Also, my YouTube has YouTube exclusive videos such as the memes I do, as well as my meme videos and my D&D guides that I'm working on. So be sure to check it out. Good content. We're only 866 away from being monetized on YouTube. Your thesis? Indeed. I have this theory that there is a way to classify everything in existence. I see. And how have you arrived at this idea? As soon as the words leave your lips, you immediately regret them. At once, Azazel's eyes begin to shimmer with this excitement. Before you can escape, she draws in a deep breath in preparation for what you can only imagine is an incredibly lengthy explanation. Well, you see, I first intended to focus solely on non-living things that are made up of physical matter, but then I realized that doing so would force me to contend with a plethora of questions regarding the quantification of life. And I personally am simply not interested in answering such inquiries, so I expanded my research to include living things as well. That whole conundrum, of course, got me thinking maybe there is an argument to be made that I'm ignoring the fourth dimension entirely. In that case, shouldn't I try to include things that once existed as well as things that are yet to exist? I suppose. And while I'm at it, I really shouldn't discriminate when it comes to that, things that exist only with our plane of reality. That is to say, heaven, hell, and the world in between. So needn't I include things from all the realms? Wait, you mean to tell me that there are other... You know what, never mind. What I'm gathering is this. You aim to find a way to put everything, all living and non-living things that that exists in the past, present, and future, all realms of existence into a comprehensive classification system.
Yup.
And that is why you're awake at 3 in the morning.
Yup.
Feeling this approach of an imminent headache, you begin to massage your temples.
What kind of things do you enjoy, friend? I enjoy all kinds of things. I love role-playing games. I love writing. I love history. I love learning about history and cultures and just the way the world works. I also like strategy games, role-playing games for like computer stuff. I like cosplay. I cosplay as a thing. Yeah, those are some of my things. I'm also a big Warhammer 40k fangirl and an amateur Fate fangirl. Do it okay, it's either soup, sandwich, or salad. I would probably take a sandwich. I'm a big fan of sandwiches. There's no time for rest, Mr. Taker. If I plan to get my thesis finished this millennia, I must spend as much time as I can working.
Very well, then how about this? There's a museum in the city that has a whole slew of exhibits that I'm sure would be perfect for your research. If you promise to go to bed, I'll take you there tomorrow.
At the mere mention of the museum, Azazel's eyes become as wide as saucers. Do you really mean it, Mr. Taker?
I do. Now, do we have a deal?
Too right we do. Good night, Mr. Taker.
And with that, Azazel shuts the door in your face, leaving you standing alone in the shadowy hallway, quite stunned and yet in a way satisfied. As you make your way to your own bed, you peek over your shoulder just in time to see the light in the angel's room click off, plunging the door into total darkness.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Harley. I thank you for coming by. I'd love to have you in future streams that I do. I'll be back here streaming Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be playing Breath of Fire 3. So, thank you for coming on by. Have a great day, a fantastic Yule, and a Merry Christmas.
True to your word, you're up early in the morning, dressed and ready to take Azazel to the museum. Before you can so much as knock on the angel's door, it swings open and Azazel is there, no pen in hand, bouncing on her heels with elation.
Museum time?
Museum time. They've been talking for a very long time. The both of you load up in the car and set off for the city. But the museum is a fair distance away. Azazel turns what would otherwise be a long, quiet, and perhaps some boring drive into one filled with nauseatingly thorough lecture about every intimate detail of her thesis and the research that she has done thus far. With each passing moment, you feel as though your very presence in the universe is shrinking. Fortunately, just as Azazel is about to launch into a discussion around quantum physics in the fourth dimension, you arrive at your destination. As you shut the engine, you turn to see your companion brimming with excitement before she can leave the car. However, you clear your throat and grab her attention. Hey, Azazel.
What is it, Mr. Taker?
Listen, I just want you to know that I understand there have been a lot of changes lately. And what with you and everyone else moving in all at once, you know. It is a lot to get used to.
I'm sure, I suppose, but I don't understand what
I'm trying to say is that I'm here for you if you ever need to talk about anything, you know. That something is bothering you and you don't have to, you know, keep it all bottled up.
Aw, look at sad Azazel.
We're just drinking some water.
Is this because of how late I was up last night?
Well, yes.
Oh, I see.
The angel's sighs and her shoulders sag. It's as if every ounce of her joyous energy has left her all at once. You've never seen her look so downtrodden before.
You must think I'm weird too.
No,
I suppose I can't blame you. I mean, not many people get quite as excited about research as I do. It's just that I'm really passionate, you know? I didn't think that was a bad thing.
Oh my god, Azazel, you're breaking my fucking heart here! Azazel. You want the truth, Mr. Taker? I've never felt happier than when I came to live with you. Being around you guys, like I have a family. People who accept me unconditionally, even if some aspects of me are a little odd. And because of that, I've had the comfort, freedom, to pursue the things that mean the most to me.
Are you trying to say it's a donut, Ouroboros, Tama? The snake eating his own tail?
Anyway, thanks for driving me to the museum. You can come and pick me up later.
Azazel, wait.
Huh?
I feel as though I owe you an apology. I can see that my assumptions have hurt your feelings, and for that I'm sorry. I hope you'll believe me when I say that I don't find your curiosity strange or off-putting. I at least said what I said because I was worried about you. If you'll permit me, I'd like to make amends in any way that I can. Got a full day of exploring the museum and a lot of research yet to do. So tell me, how can I help?
It's Key! It's my favorite little Shadow Dragon princess! She's so small, she's so cute, she's so lovable, you could smooch her, put her in your pocket, carry her around so you can smooch her later too. Be sure to check out Key, she's adorable, she roars really sweetly too. Hey Key, welcome to the stream. We're playing Helltaker Second Circle, the Helltaker dating sim visual novel. We've almost done the first dates out of every girl. How are you doing tonight on your Yule Christmas Eve holiday season? Are you getting all curled up in your cave, snuggled and warm, that you can go munch a crepe on your hoard of treasure and cutie pies?
Azazel looks at you skeptically, although it's clear she wants to believe you. You nevertheless see traces of hurt behind her clear blue eyes.
Do you mean that?
I do. The angel nods, accepting your apology.
Very well. Come, let's see what this museum has in store for us.
You get out of the car and follow Azazel up to the museum. Inside, you're immediately presented with a directory that covers an entire wall.
Dragon went hanging out with some humans last night, maybe losing your voice. Oh no! Were you singing hard? Knocking back lots of drinks?
From the looks of things, there's so much in this museum that it'll be impossible to get through all of it in one day. Nevertheless, you're determined to cover as much ground as possible with the time that you have.
Yeah, I'm losing my voice a bit too, Key, from talking for 2.5 hours.
Once we do the first dates out of all the girls, I'm probably gonna wrap up stream because I need to eat something before later tonight, and I need to shower and shave and everything and get ready for dinner with Yuko's family. This is a cute pose. I love this little pose by Azazel. Azazel's making a turtleneck look hella cute.
Little dragon, drinking too much, singing too hard, blowing too much flame. I get it. I hope your voice feels better. I know that it was probably a very fun night. Wow, I can buy followers. Hell yeah.
Right. Go back to... With Azazel leading the way, you spend the next several hours hopping from one exhibit to the next. As you make your way through, the angel fills notebook after notebook with her findings. As the day approaches its end, you have no less than 2 armfuls of filled notebooks between you. You've never seen someone write so much so quickly. After glancing at the clock, you turn to Azazel. Got 1 hour left, just enough time to hit one more exhibit. So, what'll it be?
There!
Azazel points to an art exhibit of all things, one which, much like the rest of the museum, sees precious little in the way of foot traffic. The sign over the entrance reads Renaissance. With a shrug, you follow the angel inside. Once there, you're surrounded by white walls, marble floors, and massive, well-lit paintings. As you peruse the art, you cannot help but notice that Azazel is particularly enthralled by one piece in particular.
Oh, I'm happy to hear it was an awesome night, Key. I wish you have nothing but awesome nights full of love and friendship and lots of snuggle.
At first, you think nothing of it, but soon you hear her calling over the curator.
Pardon me, sir, but I'd like to ask you about this piece here.
Oh, why, yes, ma'am. What would you like to know?
Are you aware that this piece in particular is a forgery?
All of a sudden, the murmur that once permeated through the gallery is strangled in silence. What few patrons linger nearby gasp at the revelation. You nearly drop the notebooks in your arms as you hurry over to where Azazel and the curator are standing. When you arrive, you notice the curator is turning a vivacious shade of red or violet.
I implore you to reconsider this accusation, miss.
What for? I'm not lying.
Why, you...
You are quick to step in between Azazel and the mounting rage of the art curator. The fact that you tower over the man seems to do well to subside his anger for the moment.
Hello, Mr. Samus. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you.
Please relax, sir. I promise you she means no harm. The curator sputters.
No harm? Did you hear what she said about my gallery?
I did.
And you honestly mean to tell me that you believe what she is saying?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
That's it. I want the two of you out of this gallery and out of this museum. From now on, you're banned. Do you hear me? Banned.
With a stubbly little man hot on your heels, you and Azazel book it out of the museum.
Oh, hey, Muppet. Welcome to have you, Muppet VT. For those of you who don't know, Muppet is an adorable goth femboy bottom who is also a professional chef and streams lots of cooking-related materials. Be sure to check him out.
Once you get to your car, you dump the notebooks in the backseat and jump in to start up the engine.
How you doing tonight, Muppet?
Being submissive and breedable as per usual.
Oof, I'm sorry to hear you have a power outage, Mr. Samus, but I appreciate you still watching.
Before you drive off, Azazel puts her hand on your forearm.
Thank you. You stuck up for me back there, though it caused you trouble. That means a lot. I hope you know.
I promise to always back you up from now on. Okay? Now let's get the hell out of here. Oh, Muppet, what poor financial decisions did you make? Alright, I think we're finally down to Lucifer. Ah. Though ever industrious, Lucifer is looking slightly more haggard than normal. Is something the matter? Nothing I can't handle, just a little upset. In Hell's dimensional border, happens all the time. So, Casanova, how'd it go? Is the sin orgy proceeding according to schedule? Well, I took Judgment out to a butterfly conservatory. Well, it's a start. My CPU only produced set to arrive later than with the free shipping. Now the same. God damn it, Muppet. Killing me here. That was awful to hear. I don't suppose you have one more date left in you. I could use a break. Sounds good. Where would you like to go? I haven't been able to stretch my legs all day. A walk around the neighborhood would be just wonderful. Together, the two of you exit the house into the warm night air. Fireflies, newly molted, slowly rise from the grass as you walk by. Their mellow lights illuminate the mostly dark street in inconsistent bursts. Beautiful little creatures, aren't they? Quite. Although you ought to know better than to judge a book by its cover. Even as larvae, they are highly predatory and feast indiscriminately upon other insects. You know quite a lot about insects for someone who spends most of the day running hell. Lucifer shrugs and sniffs haughtily. A girl can take a passing interest in creatures far beneath her,
After all, I took an interest in you, didn't I?
Hello, Mahir. Christmas collapses in front of fire. Hello, Mahir, everybody's favorite little Viking hamster. Welcome, welcome to a tiny little woo Christmas Yule. That one stuck. Oh my God, Mahir! Thank you for the gift subs. I'm sure Aria of Effect, the Genie Problem, RSR, Ben Boy Official, and Michael the Meme Obsidia Servant will like those sweet, sweet Obsidia emotes. Arise, brave knights! Yeah, I saw that you were a streamer, so I wanted to give you a little shout out because I think you're the cutest little hamster ever. So, and I really appreciate all those gift subs over here.
I assume you've been busy then. It always is. Running hell is a lot harder than raising it. There's a difference? Quite. Paperwork needs to be filed, damnations allocated, and the skeletons go on strike if they don't get their milk rations. So why do you do it? They help carry paperwork, plus if someone comes into hell unannounced, they're trained to arrange themselves in devious little puzzles that... Not that. Your whole Queen of Hell job. It seems like kind of a thankless task for the amount of time you spend doing it.
Aw. Look at this little pretty art. Look at Lucifer looking all cute. Contemplative.
The ivory horn demon breaks stride, pondering your question as she stares up at the stars. Lord of Hell is a position that no demon wants, yet conversely all covet. To take the weight of the title upon one's shoulders is no small task, and matched in unpleasantness only by the problem that arise when one is forced to relinquish it. Forced? How so? The throne is never given, only taken. Since time immemorial, the entity seated on the throne has balanced atop the endless writhing hordes of demonkind, each determined to usurp power for themselves. Those at the top have no further to climb and thus must look down constantly in fear of being thrown from their lofty position. Ever heard of democratic elections? Lucifer chuckles softly, the dark notes of joy spilling out of her mouth and into the summer air.
Camera. Why? There we go. Hello there. Hello, Wolf Blur. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. Hope you're having a great night. A happy Yule, a Merry Christmas Eve, or a Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you feel like celebrating or not celebrating.
Believe it or not, things are better now than they were before I took power. I implemented bureaucracy, a proper 5-day work week, and break rooms for the demons and tortured souls to use in between damnations. And the beefcake skeleton guards? Merely an aesthetic choice. Understandable. The two of you continue on your stroll in amicable silence, but it isn't long before another stray thought breaks through the quiet. Has someone else been taking Cerberus out on walks? Not to my knowledge, and I pride myself on knowing just about everything going on in our house. I took her to the park earlier. She went absolutely ballistic on someone who was trying to rob me. Cerberus does have a nose for sin. That girl can sniff out a tainted soul half a mile away. That's certainly true. I've seen her go after the weirdos that hang out around Arrow's Underwear Emporium. Arrow's what now? Actually, forget it. Forget I asked. I'll just assume that Medeus was involved somehow. As I was saying, I've seen her go after shady types before. Something about this time was different. She seemed to recognize whoever it was she attacked. Lucifer freezes in place, her red eyes suddenly glowing a luminescent crimson in the dimly lit street. Very slowly, she turns her head away from you, and with an obvious effort, lowers her shoulders into a more relaxed pose. Yo! Hey, Asai! Welcome, welcome! Happy to have you! How goes things? Yo. This is Helltaker's Second Circle, the Helltaker dating sim visual novel. Oh, hello there! I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Foggy. You, on the other hand, can't say the same. Well, the house is coming up. Can I tempt you with a second go around the block? No, this is actually a fan-made game. There's a fan group that has made this game, and it's pretty darn awesome that they've done it. That's the link if you want to go check out the website and download a copy. The game's free. They take donations of any money you feel like giving them, but otherwise it's free. I think I'll pass, although this walk was quite enjoyable, especially after such a hectic day. Okay, awesome, Muppet. I hope that you gay it up with it. In addition, thank you for the conversation. It was certainly informative, especially. Lucifer is cut short by the unmistakable sound of shattering glass, followed by raised yet indistinct voices emanating from the house. Everyone not a cat, but I wanted to pop in and see how y'all are doing. See me here gifting me a sub. Oh my gosh, welcome, Ben Boy. Gotta give a shout out to Ben Boy as well. Ben Boy Official. Another great streamer. Be sure to check him out. Thank you for coming by and saying hi. And just when things seemed like they were winding down, too. With a crash, a chair from the dining room is pitched through one of the windows. In front of the house, through the newly formed opening, the din of voices can be heard more clearly. Insolent whelp! Have you no respect for the rules of the house?
Not when you're the only one enforcing them. Yeah.
Well, sicker, girl, sicker! Lucifer's shoulders sag slightly, her eyes downcast. Where I pop in, say I and disappear to either let the moss reclaim me or bully the racing striped wolf. Yeah, we're gonna be finishing up the stream soon anyway, SI. We're gonna be finding a raid target soon. You don't have to be the one to sort this out. It's my house, after all. Yes, but they are my responsibility. I ought to be the one to bring them to heel. True, but I'd like to put a stop to this before they damage the table. Well, since it seems you now have a grudge to settle, I suppose I could allow you to assist me with my affairs. But only this once, you understand. Or do you understand? I do. The two of you march back in the house, ready to clean shop. Well, this night certainly took a turn towards the unforeseen. Perhaps Lucifer's starting to let you be a little more into her personal life. You'll have to see what comes to this in the coming days. The next morning, you're wakened from your slumber by an incessant scratching at the door. Grabbing some clothes from the nearby chair, you head towards the door. Cerberus! Upon opening the door, you're almost bowled over as all three bodies of Cerberus burst through the flame like a fluffy white whirlwind. They run around your room, pulling books from the shelves, clothes from your hamper, and making faces at your wardrobe. Beyond the doorway stands Pandamonica, the coffee reserves in her mug approaching the danger zone. Alright, Asai, thank you for coming by. Oh good, you're awake. Hoping you haven't forgotten about my morning brew. Your mind races as you try to recall. Right, triple macchiato with whipped cream sprinkled with the tears of virgins. Pandamonica shrugs uncharacteristically apathetic. Or chocolate sauce. Today is a splurge day, I think. You look around at what was once, before Cerberus at least, as well, a well-cleaned room. Don't suppose you've seen Lucifer around, have you? The demon shakes her head. She is a little overloaded with work right now, so I wouldn't expect her to be around much for these next few days. With all the subtlety of an avalanche, Cerberus bursts into the conversation.
She left a message for you, though. She said to keep up with the good work.
Then she made a scary face, she pulled back her lips and showed us all her teeth. So she smiled? They aren't exaggerating. This time at least it did look a little more genuine than usual. Between the two of you, you manage to corral Cerberus out of your room. She disappears down the hall, talking to herself in hushed tones. You hurry downstairs, Lucifer's message weighing slightly on your mind. Keep up the good work. Wonder what she means. What's your character? We're gonna save. I gotta pick somebody, so we're just gonna pick Cerberus just to start the thing so I can save. Saved. Good.
Back to the title screen.
Is there a disclaimer? They're just a fan project. And we're ready to get out of there. Yep, good. Oh, there's Beelzebub. So at some point, Beelzebub is going to come up in this game because I just realized that that's her. I can tell by the freckles.
All right, let's hop on over. Ta-da. By the way, if you hadn't noticed, this is the Christmas art that Graph Yukiko commissioned for Christmas of none other than Christmas Artoria Yuko and Christmas Nero Claudius Obsidia. And it's adorable. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you had a fun night. Day. I keep forgetting this is 12 p.m. I hope you had a lot of fun with Second Circle. I know this is different than the games we usually play, but I had a lot of fun doing this visual novel with you guys. If you like it and want me to do it more in the future, let me know, and I can add it. I can figure out when we'll stream it again sometime. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out for this early stream and to hang out with me like this. I really appreciate it. I want you guys to know that you guys have make this whole experience worthwhile, and really having you here, getting to talk to you, having your love and support is really the best thing that I could ever ask for. And I hope I brighten up your days nearly as much as you brighten up mine. Yes, Mr. Samus, I'm happy I am as well. Aside from that, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Yule, and just good holidays or just a good weekend no matter what. Oh, never forget the most important part, which is you are beautiful, valid, and amazing people. You brighten my life, and never forget the world is better having you in it. We're going to do our raid target for tonight is somebody I haven't raided before. She's super cool. She's playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Her name is Mira. She's a mana remnant. And she's got a really cool design, and she does pretty damn good memes. Yeah, tonight I'm going to eat all the food with the small wolf. It's going to be awesome. We're going to my small wolf's den to go have dinner with their family, so it'll be a lot of fun. Our raid message for tonight is, of course, call to hugs. If you're a follower, please copy down the follower one, and if you are a sub, copy down the knight's message. You get ready to go raid Mira. Mira, 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 I made her out of clay. All right, everybody. Now you've copied that all down, let's go say hi to Mira, give her some big Death Knight hugs, and I will talk to you all later. Have a great night.